Olivia Newton-John has opened up about medical marijuana and how it has improved her quality of life as she battles stage 4 cancer. The superstar, who lives in California, told 60 Minutes it helps her with her pain and anxiety, and she's campaigning for medicinal cannabis to be legalised here in Australia. Let's run this one by our Pulse guest. A big hello to Nick Hayes from Media Stable and Dr. Catherine Isco. Hello to you both.
G'day, Tivo.
Now, Nick, to you first. Access to the unconventional treatment remains highly restricted here. Should adults be free to make their own choices?
I'm a big campaigner for this, Tivo. I absolutely think so. I mean, we've got to remember, medical cannabis doesn't have the THC sort of quality behind it. The thing that we might have done in the past, where we, did behind the shelter shed. But it helps so many people, and I really feel, and particularly for those that go through seizures, etc., there's track record and history showing that this can actually change it. So I'm a big supporter behind it, particularly when it comes to kids, because the parents, it's frightful for them what they have to go through when seeing their kids in such pain.
Yeah, indeed. Catherine, advocates say it offers relief, but should we be cautious here?
As a former researcher, I always think that the proof is in the data. So I think clinical trials are still needed. What's really important to recognize is this concept of comparative efficacy, which essentially just means that you have to show that it's as good or better than a similar drug. So if they can show that, at least there is a bit more confidence behind the drug.
Okay. All right, we're going to stick with the medical theme now. A revolutionary medical procedure may delay menopause by up to 20 years. Doctors in Britain are removing and freezing ovarian tissue and transplanting it back into a woman's body years later to restore hormone levels. Now, Catherine, it would keep those hot flushes and mood swings at bay, but it could also mean being able to have babies later in life. What do you think?
I think we were talking about this before. I think babies, let's just pump the brakes on that one. But all the other symptoms, sign me up. You can take them now. Like literally now. Take my ovaries. Done.
All right, you might be the first one in Australia then to give it a go, Catherine. Nick, I mean, what else would you like to see delayed by 20 years?
My slowing down of my metabolism, the big gut, the hair reclining. I mean, the Channel 9 girls that do my makeup are outstanding. I'm actually bald. But quite frankly, there are lots of things I'd like to put 20-year delays on, but I think I'll leave the female side there to females to decide.
I'm not sure. It kind of freaks me out a little bit, but I suppose, you know, good on them. They're coming up with new ways of doing things in terms of the medical world, so we'll see how that one plays out. We'll see how you go with that, Catherine, if you ever give it a go. All right, finally, from the first date to getting engaged, couples mark the big milestones, but the weird ones, you know, shouldn't go ignored. Here are some examples: leaving the toilet door open, sharing passwords, and even toothbrushes. Now, Catherine, can you relate to any of these?
Okay, this is a bit scary because this was me and my partner from day one. And I don't really know what that means, but I've literally been farting and using his toothbrush since our first date, and I'm damn proud of it. Damn proud.
I'm not sure how much he wants you to share of that on the Pulse, but you've just done it there, Catherine.
He never wants me to share anything.
There you go.
That's why I do it.
I'm sending him a copy tonight.
Yeah, right. Well, Nick, I mean, how do you know when your relationship is perhaps probably a little bit too comfortable?
Oh, well, when you are doing all of those things, for sure. I think, you know, eating each other's the same food as each other. There's lots of little things that you can be doing when you're a little bit too comfortable. But the open of the toilet door seat, there's a door on there for a reason.
Yes, yes.
Let's keep it closed, people.
I do agree with that one.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it.
All right, Kath, we can let you keep sharing. I think, Nick, I'll probably agree with you there. I think I'd like to keep that door closed. Thank you very much. All right, Nick and Catherine, thanks so much for coming in this Monday afternoon. We'll see you both soon.
Thanks, Tivo.